Huh? Wait, you're still here? Well, what are you doing here? I mean, we just finished the game. Like, what were you expecting? Was there anything else you wanted here? What do you want from me? Get out of here! Get out of here! Wait, what do you mean there's some extra shit in this game? Are you telling me? Are you telling me that there's some bonus levels and bonus chapters in this game that I don't know about, and that I missed, and that I haven't covered yet in an episode of Hotline Miami 2 Wrong Number? Well, you would be right, sir, and that's exactly what I'm gonna do in this special episode of Hotline Miami 2 Wrong Number. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, it's been quite a while since I've last recorded the finale, and it's good to see you all again. Yeah, back in this crazy shithole again. Well, thankfully for the last time. I'll say that, but yeah, this game's cool. This game is fucking awesome. That's what I say. Anyway, getting on to the main point. So, in this episode, I wanted to showcase some extra chapters and extra, well, just extra stuff in general, because I did it in the previous playthrough of Hotline Miami 1, and I figured, as per usual, I would do it this time around. And so we're going to do just that in this episode. And yeah, I hope you enjoy as we delve in and find these find these intricate secrets located in the game. There's a extra level as far as I know, and then there's an alternate ending to 2 specific missions in this game that I want to show off in this episode. But also, on top of that, there is a new cutscene that shows up when you initiate a new game. This only triggers after you complete the game the first time around. And let's go see what that's all about, shall we? Oh yeah, and you unlock hard mode as well when you complete the game the first time. Hard mode, basically, it completely flips the levels around so that they're all mirrored and reversed, and it screws everything up that you know about the level. And I think the enemy reaction times are faster, and your ammunition is limited, so guns aren't as useful in the hard mode. And I think some of the tougher enemies also show up in a harder difficulty. So you've got fat guys, ninjas, and chainsaw dudes showing up in earlier levels, which is not great. And I don't think I'm going to be doing that today. No, thank you. Maybe one day. Maybe one day I'll attempt hard mode and see if I've got the metal to handle it. But for now, we're going to stick with normal for now, and we're going to see what this extra cutscene is all about and what the implications of it are, because there are some implications indeed. Anyway, let's dive right in. Ooh boy. Bagah! You all came back, huh? Why? You all know how this ends, don't you?
What the hell are you blabbering about? Who are you people? Why am I here?
You're not really here, are you? Oh, he's dead.
Is this another dream?
It's all a dream, isn't it? Enjoy it while you can. Soon, you will all have to wake up. Dead.
I think I've had enough, or heard enough. Hey guys, let's get out of here.
There's only one way out of this, unfortunately. They're all dead too.
Why have you taken us here?
To tell you that it's all pointless. You're all heading the wrong way. At best, you'll end up in the cemetery.
So what? I'm not scared of dying.
You don't care what happens to your friends either, do you? Keep on following in your father's footsteps. I've told you where they lead. Look, I'm sorry for... I appreciate it, but I'm not really who you think I am. Remorse is not going to get you anywhere, I'm afraid. You think you know everything, huh? You I don't get. Why is it you do the things you do? You're just gonna sit there and judge us, are you? Is that what you think? You don't know who I am, do you? Fine, have it your way. Just who are you then? I'm the opposite of why you are writing your book. I am something you will never understand. Looks like it's just you and me left now. That's a familiar quote from a previous game.
We've met before, haven't we?
Yes, we have. I'm glad you remember. I know you didn't ask for any of this. I wish we could have met again, under different circumstances.
Me too.
Wow. Okay then. Now that was something, wasn't it? So that shows up, as I already said before, that shows up when you complete the game once. And hang on a minute, I'm going to quit out of this introduction because yeah, this intro sequence plays again after that cutscene. Hang on, once I get out of it, I'll explain what's happening. Come on, get out of here. All right. So that little section was quite interesting because I think that was quite a meta kind of scene in a way, or it was like a very what do you call it, like a 4/4 breaking scene as such, because it seems to imply that, I mean, for one thing, all of the characters that are sat around the table are all the playable characters that you play as throughout the game, and they all meet a horrible fate, like by the end of it, more or less. Some of them earlier than others, but in a sense, all of them like meet a terrible end. And I think the chicken is kind of punctuating that in that specific scene. And not only that, it's also kind of a message to the player that the chicken's kind of asking you, why are you playing this again? Because there's nothing different about this. There is no alternate ending if you play through the game again. The characters are just going to go for the same fate as they did last time, the last time that you played the game. And yeah, that's basically like the kind of whole point about that scene. It's kind of asking you, why are you playing this again? And what do you expect to gain out of playing it again? Do you just want to play the game again? Do you want to enjoy the slaughter and the bloodfest and all that? Do you enjoy the destruction and such? And I think that scene like really captures that atmosphere quite well, kind of captures that concept quite well in a sense, and I really like it. It's a very nice scene. Also, there are also some implications in that scene too. Most specifically, I noticed that Beard and Richard, who is the chicken, they seem to know each other in a way, because as I remember in Hotline Miami 1, Richard was kind of like a personification of Jacket in the first game. Jacket saw him in like his coma dreams, which happened in the first game, and I remember he looked a lot like Jacket in his attire, and the fact that he wore the same clothes as him. And yeah, but it seems like in this game Richard has gone beyond Jacket and is now talking to all of these different characters and affecting their own lives in a way, or kind of giving them cryptic warnings about their fates, and none of them have ever heeded his messages or heeded his warnings as such. And but the interesting thing about that is the implication between Beard and Richard. The fact that they mention each other in such a fond way, or as if they were friends at some point in life, is kind of interesting to me. Richard feels guilty or sad about Beard's fate, and that's quite interesting, considering we don't know really who he is, whether if he's Jacket or if he's just some sort of spectre of death, like some angel of death of some kind, warning people of their coming doom and such. But yeah, interesting little scene, all things considered, and the implications of it are numerous. There are numerous implications of that scene, and it's really good. I really enjoyed that scene. Well done Denaton. I really enjoyed that. Anyway, so that's that's one thing that I wanted to show off. Now the other two things are the alternate endings to the different stages, or to the different chapters in the game. I believe one of them is in Subway, that's the one. There's an alternate ending to this mission that you can get if you play through it without skipping the intro, which I'm going to do right now, because there's a little thing you need to do first in the intro sequence. Well, once this loads in. Okay, so instead of just walking straight to the table as you normally do, you have to answer the phone, because there's a phone message left for you. So what you have to do is just walk up to it and just click it. You've got one new message. Beep! Hello. I saw your ad in the paper. I've got some information you might find interesting. It said $200 for information, right? Well, you better bring it. I'll be at Hank's on 101st all day, sitting in the bar. Just get here before I max out my tab, okay? Okay, so we got a call from a mysterious caller, and now that's going to affect the ending of the next mission that we're going to play. I'm going to skip through this because we've seen this already. Basically, the wife has taken the kid to school, and she's left breakfast for him. But yeah, let's go initiate the mission. I'm going to skip all the dialogue here because, as I've said, we've already seen it already. Just a guy asking for change, and then Richard shows up to kind of give a warning to this guy about the fact that he's, like, you know, obsessing over his book rather than the well-being of his family. Anyway, I'm gonna tackle the subway mission again. I'm gonna beat up some goons. Let's avoid that guy with the gun. Alright. So mission plays out exactly the same as before. Just I just need to beat it. That's all I need to do before I can get the alternate ending. Actually, now that I think about it, I probably should, if I can. I can try and show off Evan's other playstyle. So yeah, I'll do that. And then I kill that guy too. There we go. Now I'm in full rage mode. So now I can use my guns. Right, now I need to see where everyone is first. There we go, one down. Yep. Yeah! 2 in 1! Boom! Surprise, motherfucker! Oh. Okay, I've got to actually shoot him first. So yeah, no more Mr. Nice Evan for me, huh? Or for you, as I should say. But yeah, the next scene that I'm going to show after I beat this mission is quite interesting. There's quite interesting implications. I mean, that seems to be the word of the day here. Fuck. Oh shit! Ooh. Okay, let's try not to die again, shall we? Is that the last guy over there? Yes, it is. Alright. And now we move on to the alternate ending. Since I answered the phone, instead of taking the bus to Richter's mum's house, we're gonna get this instead. This is a place called the Bar of Broken Heroes, I believe. And as we can already see, a lot of the playable characters' vehicles are already here. So this is, well, this is the fans' van, or their truck, as you can see from all like the paintings and so on. And it's a little bit off colour, but it's still, you know, it's the exact same van as before. This is a biker's bike, which it's interesting because I wonder if he's here. Oh yeah, he is right there. And then this is the bodyguard's car, I think. I believe it is anyway. I think it's his car. And then there's the boss's car, and then I think, God, whose car was this? Was it? Oh, it was, what's his face? The redneck guy, Jake. That's it. It was Jake's car. Yeah, all of the cars are here, and as you can see, all of the playable characters are here as well. Just like with the table sequence, oddly enough. They're all just hanging out in the bar. Boss is drinking with the bodyguard, Jake is over there, Pardo's in the bathroom, and then you got some guy over there, Martin Brown, and yeah, all the fans are all gathered over there. Weirdly enough, Beard seems to be working behind the bar. Don't know how I feel about this, because that seems to imply that this may or may not be real. But anyway, let's go see what Biker wants, because it seems like the game's pointing us towards him. So let's go talk to him. Excuse me, sir. Are you the one who left a message on my machine? You said you had some information for me, right? You're that writer, huh? Did you bring the money? 200, yes. So, what do you have for me? Right. Was it 2 years ago? You see, I was out of town for a while. Lost track of time. Well, look, I was there, okay? The Russians. I killed a bunch of them. In the war, you mean? The war? Fuck no. Right here in Miami. You know, it was before I went into the desert. I was young. It's only been 2 years, huh? I feel a lot older now. The Russians, they were mafia, I think. I killed a bunch. You see, I signed up for this, you know, some patriotic bullshit. And I started getting these weird phone calls, you see. Phone calls? That's what I said! You listening or what? A lot of people here were getting these calls, I think. I got fed up with it, wanted out, tried to figure out who was calling. I think that there was something big behind it all, real big. So I skipped town, went into hiding out in the desert. You think there was a conspiracy? No, man, this thing was real, not a fucking conspiracy. Anyway, out in the desert, that's where I met him. I've never been so scared of anything in my life. Well, yeah, I'll admit that. This guy gave me the chills. After that, I just lost it. I lost the will to fight. Who do you think were making these phone calls? Beats me. So, are you gonna give me my money now or what? I need another drink. I think you've had enough, to be honest. If you can't give me anything more substantial, I can't pay you, okay? Not substantial, am I? Well, screw you, pal. I'm risking my life here talking to you. You're not gonna pay? Get lost, will you? I'm through with you. Alright, so we just met Biker, and as you can see, he's a bit worse for wear, as it seems, compared to, well, I mean, we never saw him in Hotline Miami 1, but, I mean, it's assumed that he didn't look like that, like all messed up and shit. Damn, man. What happened to you, man? You fell on hard times. But yeah, the implication of that conversation seems to be, well, I mean, he's completely forgotten about the events of Hotline Miami 1. If we can take that storyline as canon, like if Biker found the janitors, who were the people who set up the whole phone call operation in the first game, because it turns out the phone calls were being made by a couple of people called the janitors. And Biker's story was about finding out who was making these phone calls, and at the end of his story he ended up finding the lair of these janitors, and it seems like now he has completely forgotten about all of that. He's forgotten about everything that's happened in the first game, and it seems like, you know, he's not in the state to give a cohesive kind of story or tangible type of story that Evan can believe, which is a shame really, because you really should believe him, Evan, because I do. I fucking believe him. That's no conspiracy, dude. That's fucking real. Anyway, we're gonna move on out of here for the time being. And oh yeah, also I think I think also none of this is actually real either. I mean, just by the, I mean, you probably figured that out just by the fact that all the playable characters are just all sitting here in one room. But I mean, it's just an interesting little scene that adds a little bit of context or like to the overall plot as such. Yeah, now that we're done here, let's get the hell out of here. So that's one alternate ending to one mission, and we're gonna go see the other one once I quit out of this. Come on now. Alright, now the second one I believe is on Jake's second mission, which I think is on, there we go, it's this one, Withdrawal. And I'm not going to skip the intro on this one because I want to actually show something, because there is something that's essential to the plot in the game. But I'm going to skip the conversations. You've seen them already. Same usual bullshit. Phone call about doing something seemingly harmless, and then Jake goes to sort it out, but he ends up going here instead. Now, take a look at these walls for a second. I want you to memorize this for a little while. I'm not going to say anything for now, but just the fact that these are here, like the way that the walls are made, I want you to take in for a little second. There we go. Alright, now, as you probably noticed, if you've watched the first Hotline Miami playthrough, it seems like we're in the headquarters of 50 Blessings. 50 Blessings in Hotline Miami 1 was a very, it was a company that was subtly mentioned in the first game. You got pamphlets from them in your apartment in the main game. And there wasn't really much like explicitly told about them, as in, you know, it wasn't handed to you on a silver plate about what their intentions and all that was. But in the first game, we found out that 50 Blessings are not all that they cracked up to be. They put on like some sort of facade that they're a peaceful organization that's like whose sole purpose is to kind of, I think, keep the integrity of American pride and such. Like through diplomatic means, such because I think the overall story is that the Russo-American coalition, which is the alliance between the Russians and the Americans in this game, that whole thing started as a result of the nuclear bombings in San Francisco. The nuclear bombings in San Francisco forced the American governments to make a peace treaty with the Russians, and as a result, the Russo-American coalition was formed. And as a result of that, Russian mobsters and criminal syndicates started making their homes in America, or in Miami as such, and also like a lot of Russian immigrants were taking American jobs. And I believe 50 Blessings was founded on the idea of keeping the American pride. I mean, I don't know the full kind of thing. I don't know the full thing about it, but I mean, I think that's the kind of general idea of what 50 Blessings was founded on. But as we discover, of course, this isn't at all as benevolent as we initially think. Yeah, I'm gonna skip this conversation. It's Jake finds out that these guys are making the phone calls as such, or you know, through the janitors and so on. But yeah, this is yeah, I just wanted to show this off because it'll be important for the next bit coming up. So anyway, this mission, as I said before, has an alternate ending as well in this one, where the third floor, I believe, has you only get one try to finish the third floor, whereas the rest of the floors you can do as many times as you want. But only the third floor is you only get one try on that one, and that determines what ending that you get when you finish the mission. Oh, hi doggy. Bye doggy. So right now I just need to finish this. Kill all these guys. Sup, sucker. Alright, now we're moving on to the second floor. Oh yeah, another thing as well, I didn't mention this before, but the rooms over here with the explosives on the table, they do explode if you shoot them, and if you're anywhere near them you'll die instantly as soon as you shoot them, so I would not advise it. Shit. Oh, there were 3 of them. Oh shit. Oh yeah, boy. Get fucked, boy. Yeah, buddy. Fuck that dog. Okay. Ah, damn it. Threw at the wall. Oh no. God damn it. I'm screwing up. It's all going wrong. It's all going so wrong. I never meant to hurt you. I never meant to make you cry. In my closet. Shit. Shit. Yeah. Dog scares the shit out of me every time. Okay, but yeah, these floors I can retry as many times as I want, but the 3rd and final floor I only get 1 try on, so I need to be careful on the next floor now. I need to not die. So nerve-wracking, because every other level in this game allows you to retry once if you fuck up. But just the idea that you can fail it just by fucking up once in this mission is just so nerve-wracking. Come on, pick up the gun. I remember doing this the first time, like on the first try, and the second time I played through this, when I got killed on this floor and I saw the different ending, I was like, what? I wasn't expecting anything like that to happen. Okay. Okay. Yeah! Alright, we did it. Okay. Whew. We're good, boys. We're good. And gals, too. And gals. Oh, good. You're alright. Look, we need to talk. There's a safe place not far from here. How about I take you there?
Yeah, man. Lead the way. I'm here to serve. I think I could be of some real use to your organization, sir. I have to say,
We have to get out of here, now. The cops will be here any minute.
Oh, you're right about that, sir. Let's go.
Excuse me. Alright. So instead of dying in the other room, like in the other ending, we get this one instead, which involves actually succeeding. But in the canonical ending, it seems like Jake didn't actually succeed in that mission, and he ended up dying in that one. But let's see what the end result of this is. Should be interesting. Alright, looks like this is going to be a long night. How about I go get us some coffee?
Sounds good to me, sir. When you get back, I've got some ideas I'd like to share with you. I've been thinking long and hard about this.
I'll be right back, okay? Got a pot of coffee in the other room. Bye-bye, sir. And meanwhile, while you're gone, yoink!
What's with the gun, sir? Are they after us?
Just a little precaution. And he dies either way. So either ending ends up with Jake dying. However, with this ending, as you're about to see, instead of finding absolutely nothing on Jake's stuff, you find the floppy disk that he took. Which is pretty neat. So instead of coming here and finding absolutely nothing, you well, actually no, I should explain. What happened there in the previous sequence is that there's a moment where as soon as the guy leaves the office, you can press the left mouse button to take the floppy disk, and taking the floppy disk and then picking it up as Evan unlocks a secret bonus level once you manage to get it from the evidence locker, and it also unlocks some new dialogue options with Manny, as you're about to soon see. But yeah, I remember playing through it the first time, and I didn't realise you could pick up the floppy disk, so I missed it the first time. So I had to do it again in order to actually get it and unlock the level. So you have to press the button while the guy's out of the office and pick up the floppy disk. Otherwise, you're not going to get the bonus level. Anyway, let's go talk to Manny and see what he has to say about this, or what I have to say. Hey, I found this disc. You know what's on it? Let me see. Oh right, I think there was this list of addresses. A bunch of them were linked to the vigilantes. Meeting places, a couple of locations they targeted. Mind if I take it with me? Look, I could get into a lot of trouble if I let you do that. If you let me borrow it, we'll call it even, okay? I'll have it back to you by tomorrow, I promise. You better not lose it, okay? Oh, you hear? Of course not. Well, I guess I'll be heading home now. Thanks for letting me have a look around, man. There we go. Looks like Evan was more successful this time around in finding something. Good for Evan. Alright, let's get the hell out of here. Now then, now that we've got the bonus level unlocked as a result of doing that, we shall now play said bonus level, The Abyss. This is as far as I know, the only bonus level in the game that's that you unlock. So let's see what it's all about then. Very ominous cassette cover, as you can see. No, let's not skip the intro because we haven't seen this yet. Okay, so we've taken a cab to a shop called Copy Flash. Let's see what the guy has to say over at the counter. Hi, I'm Evan Wright. I handed in a floppy disk with some documents. Are my printouts ready yet?
I've got them right here, sir. Is there anything else I can do for you?
Nah, I'm fine, thanks. Northwest 27th Avenue, Northeast 101st Street. Excuse me, you wouldn't happen to have any maps of the city?
Sorry, sir. I'm afraid we don't sell maps here. There's a tourist center a couple of blocks down the street, though.
Alright, thanks again. Alright then. Let's go see what this is all about then. We found a list of addresses. The Abyss. Oh shit, this is ominous as all hell. Now, recognize this place? Yeah, we saw it not too long ago. This was the headquarters of 50 Blessings that we visited not long ago as Jake. However, that was back in 1989. This is now 1991, and now everything seems a little different than it was before. Anyway, so before I mentioned about these walls, and I told you to have a look at them. As you notice, it seems like these walls they're like reinforced steel of some kind. It seems like this was used to, or rather I should say, this is actually a bunker. This is actually like a nuclear, what do you call it? It's like a nuclear resistant bunker or something like that. I can't figure the exact term right now, but this is, yeah. This is basically to prevent a nuclear warhead from harming you as such. It seems like this is a bunker, and there's the vault door right there, and that's an interesting little detail for one thing, because that underlines the whole it seems to suggest to me that 50 Blessings this whole time, like in terms of the events of the story, you know, like how at the very end of the game, America pretty much just got nuked off the face of the earth, and like everything just got fucked up. Well, it seems like all this time, 50 Blessings, his whole plan revolved around that outcome happening. Also, take a look at this. Take a look at this pattern on the floor. Very, very satanic. Very creepy. Yes. So anyway, as I was saying, it seems like 50 Blessings' whole plan relied on the fact that America and Russia were going to nuke each other to oblivion due to the fact that the presidents both got shot at the end of the game. And 50 Blessings was counting on this reaction happening. And so it seems like they built this bunker to protect them from the nuclear fallout that would come as a result of the assassinations that were made by the Colonel, who is presumably the founder of this organization of 50 Blessings. And it seems like yeah, the whole thing with the janitors, the whole thing with them making phone calls to their agents to take out these Russian mobsters, and then having this whole nuclear apocalypse happen. Yeah, it seems like they plan to hide out and like kind of weather the storm, as it were. But the interesting thing about this particular bunker is that it's abandoned. In 1989, it was completely occupied. People were in it. People were living in it. But it seems like now they've completely picked up and left. They've completely left this bunker and they're not using it whatsoever. So it either suggests maybe they moved on to another bunker in another location somewhere in America, possibly away from Miami. Whereas this one, I think the only reason why they possibly moved is because they knew they were going to be compromised as a result of Jake taking the floppy disk and the floppy disk being found by Evan. They knew eventually someone was going to come investigate the bunker and find out all the shit that they were up to. But it seems like, as a precaution to that, it seems like they completely picked up and left the bunker abandoned. And as a result, this is what we're seeing right now. Just an abandoned nuclear bunker that's inhabited by no one, it seems. And there we are. There's the 50 Blessings flag. So let's see what's going on ahead, though. Let's see. What the hell is this?
You're not supposed to be here. We had a deal, didn't we? We stay here after dark, and you leave us be. Wasn't that what you said?
I'm not sure
Get the hell out of here now. This is our place, not yours.
Don't force us to do something we don't want to. Okay then. So it seems like the bunker isn't completely empty. It's actually inhabited by homeless people. And from the looks of it, they've managed to acquire all of the masks from the first game. Because all of the operatives wear these particular masks. It's not just Jackie who wears all of these masks. It's a bunch of different operatives who wear them because they're property of 50 Blessings. But it seems like these homeless people have taken up residence in this abandoned bunker, and yeah, it seems like they're squatting in the place. But yeah, it seems like Evan is a bit confused as to what's going on right now, so he's not really finding out anything of much use here. Oh shit. Now the place is inhabited by thugs. Oh fuck. Oh, damn it. Didn't move quick enough. Okay. So this is a fairly challenging level. Not too difficult, but it's difficult enough. Especially when you play pacifist. Which I'm definitely going to do. I'm not going to do this not going to do this lethal. Because it takes some skill to do this non-lethally. There we go. Come on. Go on, you see me. Yeah! 2 and 1. But yeah, atmospherically this place looks very ominous, very dark and very ominous indeed. And especially the beginning bit, once you figure out that no one's really here. It's very almost feels kind of horror game-esque in a way when you first come here. Oh, damn it! Okay. Come on. I'm a little rusty. Come on. I'm not gonna do this I'm not gonna do this lethal. Fuck! Damn it! Oh, so many at once. I apologize. I will do this, I promise. Oh, you motherfucker! Ugh. Okay. Come on, there we go. Alright, I think we've got some breathing room. There we go. Now we're getting somewhere. Boom! Come on, sucker! It's very horrible. Oh! There we go. Right, floor cleared. So yeah, wow, really? Jesus fuck! Wait, what was I saying? Oh crap. So yeah, the whole actually no, I think I've pretty much covered all there is to cover here. The only thing I don't think I have covered is the fact that this like this whole game, the fact that 50 Blessings is like the main central antagonists of this whole thing. You know, not the Russian mafia, not the Colombians, none of the like criminal organizations are solely responsible for any of this. 50 Blessings is the sole cause of everything that's happening, and it's interesting the fact that they pretty much succeed in their plans in this game. Like, I feel like in any other game, like I say any other game, but if there was any other developer who made this game with the exact similar plotline, I feel like out of all the characters, Evan would have probably been like the main hero as such. He would have figured out the whole plot, and he would have possibly put a stop to their whole operation and prevented nuclear war. But as it stands, this isn't any other developer or any other game for that matter. This is Hollow Mammy, and bad shit always happens in these games, and it's a shame really that he never really seemed to figure out the whole story in time, because I mean, in the endings, even if you commit yourself to writing the book, Evan still never discovers the full mystery, because there's actually two outcomes in the ending of the game. If you reconcile with your family, in the ending credits you see Evan with his family eating together at a table. But if you decide to go to the typewriter and basically continue Evan's work, he'll be typing on a typewriter alone without his family. And even then, Evan still never figures out the whole plot with 50 Blessings and the whole conspiracy behind it, like the conspiracy behind all the mass killings as a result. But yeah, he never figures that out, and he never prevents full nuclear war. So, in the end, it was all for naught. And I feel like, yeah, in any other game, Evan would have been the hero that stopped it. It's kind of sad, really. Oh, and that's that. We have come to the end of the level. Now that we've beaten up everyone here and completely investigated the whole 50 Blessings building, we've learned nothing. Absolutely nothing. I mean, I know pretty much, well, kind of what's happening. I have a basic idea of what 50 Blessings were up to the whole time, but Evan has no clue, and as a result, he is never going to find out the whole truth. And the world is doomed to nuclear warfare, which is a terrible shame, I must say. Man, what a game this game is. What a series, in fact. Damn, oh damn. But yeah, I think the whole reason why 50 Blessings was formed in the first place was because of the Colonel in Hawaii, because we discover that the Colonel is not at all that very sane at all. He's starting to lose his shit over the course of the whole Hawaii war, and you know, in the ensuing wars after it, and in the ensuing events after it. So it's assumed that he was the one who founded 50 Blessings in the first place, and the whole thing about the masks and the radio chatter with, you know, being similar to the phone calls, I believe that carried over from the Hawaii war, and basically, you know, it was integrated into the 50 Blessings kind of modus operandi, as it were. I think that's the right term. Wow, that's quite a mouthful. But yeah, anyway, that was that's yeah. This game, these series, these games are amazing. Just mind blowing. They represent a trip to insanity in a way that no other game really does, as well as this, or yeah, some games I guess. But yeah, this series in general has been mind blowing all the way through. But yeah, anyway, that's been the secret. That's been all of the secret levels in Hotline Miami 2, and that's pretty much all there is to it now. The only real things left are like hard mode and level editor, but other than that, the whole game's finished. And I've tried to explain the best I can about the overall plot and what, like, yeah, the context of everything that's happening. Sorry, I can't speak. But yeah, if you want to know more about the story, there's definitely like some good YouTube channels that tell a lot of the story, and yeah, there's some really good YouTube videos dedicated to telling the story better than I can. Anyway, I mean, I only have a basic understanding of the Hotline Miami story in general, but these YouTubers go into more depth in the story, and you know, the stories of the side characters and so on. But I guess I mainly wanted to focus on the main, like, overall plot of the games and the faction that's involved with them and what their whole agenda was and so on. But yeah, I've had a good time with this game. I hope you have as well. And I know this is probably a long bonus episode, but I wanted to go really in depth with this one. I wanted to try at least go in depth. But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed it, and yeah, subscribe if you like my channel. And I also have a Twitch channel on twitch.tv/autisticlutist. I'll be streaming every now and then, I suppose, like perhaps on a Friday or a Saturday, something like that. I haven't quite worked it out yet, but I'm in the process of figuring out a schedule as it is. But yeah, if you ever fancy coming along and chatting on the streams, you're more than welcome to. And yeah, thank you for watching, my friends, and I shall leave you for now, and we shall now say goodbyes. Hope you have a good day, and I shall see you soon, my friends. Bye bye. Have a good night. Have a good life? What? Fucking hell. Have a good time. Jesus Christ. See you later, guys.